Hey there guys, what's going on? So the week continues here on my YouTube page as we open things up on a very nice note yesterday with the dual double-header vinyl unboxing of Gary Clark Jr. and Ryan Adams, with Gary Clark Jr.'s new live album and Ryan's new Jacksonville 7-inch. It was a nice way to get the tempo rolling here. Got a ton of things still to come. I'm trying not to actually think about how many all of those tons actually are, because it is a lot, and then I will freak out and then hyperventilate and start, not being able to breathe in front of you, and that's just frankly embarrassing. So we're going to get into another video now in lieu of that. Another vinyl unboxing, as I will tell you now, and the title above will tell you there as well, about a brand new record, a new release this week, that just came out yesterday, in fact, that initially was a release I wanted to have up yesterday in video form, but there was just something about today, getting to listen to this a little bit longer, that felt more appropriate to deliver the insight I wanted to bring to this video. And also, I'm getting to see this particular artist play tonight, as of this recording, on Wednesday, September the 24th. So I really wanted to get to be able to say that as well, because I'm very, very excited about that. And, well, it's a long story as to why I'm excited about it. Needless to say, this artist is one of my favorite singer-songwriters, one of my more defining discoveries in music as my tastes sort of grew and changed and would eventually become what they are today. And he was a big part of that. And this is his major solo record with his son that he's doing, and it's 20 songs and all of these really interesting things that I should just save and talk about in a review instead. So we're just going to get to the vinyl here by presenting Tweedy with the newly released Sukierae. Now, I will save most of this for a review, as I just said, but to give you sort of the lowdown, it is 20 songs on 2 LPs. It is a collaboration. It is the first solo release for Jeff Tweedy in 20 years in being in music, from Wilco to further back with Uncle Tupelo, everything in between. This is the first tried and true solo record he's ever done. He's doing it in collaboration with his son Spencer, which is a really wonderful family affair that has really felt very resoundingly and very, very meaningfully as the record goes along, and everything in between, involving like the packaging and things like that, which we'll get into in just a second. And it's a really nice mix of a lot of folk-oriented sound with some of that experimental nature, some of that sort of Ghost is Born-esque kind of experimental nature, maybe not as far-reaching as that, but still going into those murky depths of trying things and trying different things. And if I were to give an early statement on it before I do a full-length review, it is, for a record that is 20 songs, you do expect the middle, it is situated in different discs, the middle or certain sides of it to kind of bow or kind of get lost in the shuffle a little bit, maybe not hold up with so many songs, which now includes a bonus track above all, or a B-side. There's so many songs with this. But it really does hold up well, which I didn't know what to expect with that, with so many songs, but it's a record I feel it will not so much like fade in the middle as it will different parts of it will resonate at different times. Songs right off like Diamond Light and High as Hello, Low Key, Nobody Dies Anymore, certain things will come out right away, and other ones will be slow growers. It's very much of it's a grower kind of an album. But let's get into it here, because I could talk about this all day. I've been such a fan of his work for so many years, and it's a great thing. So let's get into it here. We'll throw the fanboying to the side. Here is the cover, featuring young Jeff there, I believe, and the graffitoed little insignia there for Tweedy. And on the inside, we have this very lovely, very well done gatefold featuring, it is like kind of looking through the family photo album with photos of Jeff and Spencer now, and throughout the years of Jeff and his wife Sue, who went through a bout with some cancer and some things while the latter stages of this record were going on, and there's influences of that going in there too, and it has such a really I don't want to say believable family element because that just sounds harsh in the wake of something that really means something. But for his kind of like silly, it's like, oh, family photos and all that, haha, you know, that it really, it strikes a chord in the right sense. It really is beautifully intended and it comes across really well. And, and on the back, I still can't get over this. I haven't been able to get over this. This is the first time I saw it. On the back, we have this lovely, very interesting photo of Jeff from his youth. As Stephen Colbert put it on the Colbert Report the other night, the raw sexuality of Tweedy, which is always very important. And the track list here, as well as the title again. And the LPs, very excellent. I would say that this was the best record that I've received in recent memory in terms of all-around presentation, packaging, sound quality, all of that. It is a narrow second to another record that I'm going to cover in my next video, but you'll see the differences. It's very close, though. I gotta say, I really do admire what DBPM did, but you know, what all their collaboration on that label, whoever did it, all of them, kudos to them, because it is very well done. You have lyrics on both sides, which is always a must, in my opinion, and it is so often seemingly not a must for so many of these artists. And I think that's so critical. And inside we have the record here with the nice little inserts that have different photos with, you know, Jeff in his youth and the kids, and that continues on the second LP as well. Not a lot of frills to this particular pressing, this particular incarnation of the pressing. There is a color version of it. There's some different things going on that I didn't spend the money on because it is a little bit expensive, but in this case it is very justifiable, and that's very funny. I didn't come across the CD until just now. That's quite a spontaneous little moment to have on camera. And on the second LP again, more lyrics, and we have this here with more photos. Very, very sweet. Really just lovely stuff. Great pressing, very solid, very nice listen to throw on the turntable. Not a lot of background noise. I've experienced some unequal kind of pressing quality this year with some releases like take the Ryan Adams self-titled release, where the record starts off very nice, but some of the sides, the latter sides, have some background noise coming out in them, some pops and clicks and some things that kind of get in the way of some songs or kind of linger in the background and kind of ruin the experience of it because it's not exactly a perfect pressing. This is really excellent. Very quiet, as I heard it put. You know, it's not a lot of excessive hissing and vinyl related noise. It's very well done, very straight to the bottom, and it lets the instrumentation, it lets the guitars, the drums breathe, and it really comes across, especially songs like Low Key and Fake Fur Coat. They really, they're sparkle. They just sparkle. 180 gram quality really shows it in this case, and I'm very impressed with the way that they directed it and the way they chose to do it, even in this basic pressing, which is really just fantastic in my mind. Really just one of the best this week. They've all been great for their own reasons, honestly, but this, quality-wise, is right up there. Only beaten by one other, but it's really good. And as you see here, because I just found it, it also comes with a free CD that does not have any artwork on it for some reason, but it is Sukierae and not just, you know, MS-DOS or some sort of floppy, not floppy disk, but some sort of word writing program for Windows 98. It is Sukierae, and this is Tweedy with the full-length release here. And I gotta say, definitely go and pick this one up. I like it because it kind of sends Jeff in a new direction. A lot of things are very familiar about it, but at the same time, I like that it pushes him out the door of not being with Nels, not being with Mike Jorgensen, Glenn Cochi, Pat Sansone, John Sturrett, all the usual guys. Kind of, it's really, I think it was a really good move to kind of get out from the superstars, kind of get away from this tight live band that is really good, but at the same time they're so slick and they're so on it that sometimes you want to hear things that are less frills and more warts and all, kind of, and really get back to the heart of the songwriting, the heart of the music. and I feel like that's really what he does here with Sukierae and Tweedy, and you should go and check that out. I feel it is definitely a grower. But that is it on this little vinyl inboxing. I'm sending this to your inbox so you can unbox it for yourselves. Installment here with Tweedy and Sukierae. I hope you enjoyed. There'll be plenty more stuff still to come, so stay tuned.